morning. So come into a comfortable seated position, root down, release any tension that you're holding in the shoulders, the hips. Allow the weight of the body to sink down, and then close the eyes. And observe what's going on in the space of your body. Notice the sensations, the emotions, the quality of your thoughts, the pace of your thinking. And as you breathe, allow the inhale to create space for everything that's present. And as you exhale, allow the body to soften. So with each inhale, you're opening, and each exhale, you're yielding, softening, arriving. Bringing the hands into prayer at the heart, pushing the palms together, and gently pushing the thumbs into the sternum. Feel lengthening from the tip of the tailbone, your root, all the way up the back, to the neck and up to the crown of the head. And let's take a deep inhale down to the root. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, and inhale to tune in. Om Namo Namo. Om Namo Om Namo Namo. Deep inhale. Pause the breath and gently pull up the root lock and have that sensation of the container of your body. Feel the space within the cavity of the body, the sensations, the prana that you're holding within you. And whenever you need to exhale, gently exhale. And as you bow the head to the heart, drawing your intention for your practice today into the heart. And on an exhale, releasing the hands down and fluttering the eyes open, lifting the head. And we're going to start with the hands on the shins, rocking the pelvis forwards and backwards. So you're going to feel that you're stimulating the tip of the tailbone, your root. So allow the breath to be powerful and allow yourself to rock back far enough to tip the pelvis far enough. So you're really stimulating your root, energizing your root. And if it's comfortable for you to have your eyes closed, close the eyes and hold your focus down in your root. Feel that connection between your body and the support beneath you, and how with this movement and the breath it energizes the root. keep your focus at the root, keep the breath strong. Deep inhale to centre, all the way to the root. Pause the breath, gently pull the root lock. Close your container at the root and then feel the prana, the sensations. Gently drawing in the navel, the spine is lengthening, releasing down, surrendering to gravity while rising up. Whenever you need to exhale, gently exhaling, releasing the root lock. Lovely. And bringing the feet onto your mat, we come into a deep squat. If you need any support under the heels, the most important thing is that you're feeling the sense of the four corners of the feet. So make sure your knees are over the toes. And for a moment, just allow the root to sink down. Imagine you've got a heavy tail and you can let the root sink down towards the earth. Allow that yielding to gravity. So you'll find the feet relax and the weight of the body sinks down. Just feel that softening as we yield to gravity. So the root is where we hold our fear, and when we're fearful, we hold ourselves, we tense. And so the practice at the root is to yield, to release, to relax, soften. And then as we root down, allow the weight to sink down, we can feel the support beneath us. So gently pushing the four corners of the feet into that support. Feel that holding. Feel how your body is held. Experience that. And then clasping the hands, the fingers, four fingers are reaching forward, gazing at the tips of the four fingers. Breathe deep. Right the way down to your root. And as you breathe, imagine the earth beneath your feet. Imagine your energy flowing down into the earth and the energy of the earth flowing up into the body. Keep releasing down. Feel the root heavy, drawn down by the law of gravity. And a deep inhale. Pull the arms forward, open up the back. And then exhale, release the hands down. And as we inhale, push into your support so you can rise up. Lovely. And bringing the feet parallel, hip distance apart. Feel the four corners, the square of the foot, each foot. Soften the knees. Remember the triangle of the pelvis and allow the cup of the pelvis to be balanced, neither tipping forward nor back. Yield, soften, let the weight sink down. And then we're going to begin that gentle rocking, inhaling forward on the toes, exhaling back onto the heels. So this opens up the energy channels of the legs and opens up the two chakras in the feet. So if we have experienced fear in the day or the week, or maybe we have habitual anxiety or fear in our lives, we may have become used to holding tension in the hips, in the knees, in the ankles, in the feet. And this restricts the energy flow from the root down through the legs, our roots, through the feet and into the earth. So we become cut off from the earth. And when we're cut off from the earth, we're cut off from our source of security. So that generates more fear, and we find ourselves in that catch-22 scenario where we're holding tense, fearful, looking for solutions, maybe in the world, but forgetting the support that's right under our feet. That if we soften and yield to that support, if we allow that holding in our life, land in our bodies, land on the earth, we find a stillness, we find a sense of calm. The fear recedes. So this is a lovely, gentle way of balancing the body and opening up the energy channels of the legs and the chakras in the feet. And any time you're feeling fearful in the day, this can be a really soothing practice to get up and do just for a minute. Calm the body, calm the nervous system, surrender, soften, and connect with the earth. Lovely, and then coming to standing, holding the palms facing down, close the eyes, feel into the four corners of the feet, the square, the Muladahra, the root support, and just experience the weight of the body, the solidity of the body. Experience the force of gravity that draws you down. Surrender to that force. Feel your feet, your toes active, alive, connected to that support. And then we're going to bring movement. So inhaling the hands up, we bend the knees. Exhaling, the hands float down, and we straighten the legs without jamming the knees. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And as we exhale, try pushing the feet towards the outside of each foot and see how that wakes up the strength in the legs, wakes up the center of the body, allows the big toes to switch on. As you inhale and bend the knees, drawing up energy from the earth, the feminine aspect of the root. As you exhale, releasing, penetrating your roots down into the earth. Inhaling, drawing up, exhaling, releasing down. As you move, get a sense of those roots, energetic roots, going deep into the earth, When we have strong roots, a firm foundation, we can be knocked off balance in the day by things that come to us in life, but we can come back to our centre, we can find our centre. Without strong roots, we get knocked off balance and we feel overwhelmed, we lose ourselves, and we can succumb to fear, feel overwhelmed by fear. So allow this practice to really strengthen and deepen your roots, strengthen and deepen your connection with the earth, the support beneath your feet. Next time you come up, pause and holding the palms down to the earth. Breathe, notice if there's any habitual holding in the knees, feet. Soften, yield, and then push into that support. Allow that support to be what allows you to rise up almost effortlessly when we're balanced. Take a deep inhale and the hands come up over the head. Let's go over to one side. Nice stretch. Over to the other side, coming back to centre. We're going to take the legs wide, and to begin with, just notice that your knees are shooting off in the same direction as the feet. Adjust the toes if you need to, so you're protecting the knees. And before you come down, just allow yourself to soften in this position. Get in touch with the square, the corners of the feet. Soften, even wiggle the hips, release any tension. Feel the lengthening of the spine. And then coming down, you can bring the hands into prayer, feeling the strength of your legs. So if you're pulling a gentle Muladahra here, it allows you to have that sense of holding yourself as you push down into the support beneath you. Lovely and gently coming up. And this time as we come down, we're going to lift one foot, so feeling the spread of the weight in the toes. It really helps to switch on the big toes, and then come over to the other foot. Just notice if they're the same. Notice if the toes are all engaged, especially that big toe and the little toe. Lovely, and then come up. And then come down and lift. Woo! Both toes. Both heels rather. Feel the strength of your legs. Lovely, mine are juddering a little. And lift up. Come to centre. Shake it out. And then with your feet beautifully alive, come standing at the front of your mat, spread out the toes, engage the feet. Inhale up, and as you exhale, bend the knees and fold forward and come into a relaxed forward fold that allows you to yield to gravity. So you're in this position again, practicing allowing the body to soften, releasing any holding, any tension. The breath is long and deep, and allowing the weight to sink down. How different is the experience of a forward fold when you really release the weight down. There's no holding in the hips, the lower back. can try different positions with the arms, maybe holding on to the elbows allows you to go a little deeper into this. Be aware of the feet. You can even look at them in this position, see you collapsing in. Is there weight going through the big toes? Do you feel balanced between the toes and the heel? You can always rock forwards and backwards. All the time looking for that stability of the square, that balance, which gives us a firm foundation. Lovely. Bringing the hands down and just take some weight through the hands and feel the four corners of the hands. So just as there's the four corners of the firm foundation of the feet, so there's the four corners, the firm foundation of the hands. So feel that balance, feel the weight coming through the knuckle of the forefinger as well as the knuckle of the little finger, and the weight coming through the two corners at the heel of the palm, the base of the palm. And then taking the right foot back and then the left foot back, we're going to come into a downward dog. And we're not looking to get the perfect downward dog here. We're looking first to yield. So we're looking to give all of the weight of the body to the arms, the hands, the legs and the feet. So you may find you just want to soften the elbows and the knees. So you really have that experience of the weight coming down through the body into your foundation. And when you get that sense of the body releasing the weight down, surrendering to the force of gravity, then gently push into the support beneath you and allow the relationship between the body and the support to be what brings the lift. So the lift doesn't come from holding tension. The lift comes from yielding, releasing, and then using the support beneath us. And it's from this place we rise up. Lovely. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bring it all the way forward between the hands, bringing the left knee down. And coming up into a lunge, again letting the weight of the body yield to gravity. So just release the weight down. Feel the firm foundation of that front foot. Feel the weight travelling down through the back foot, through the knee, the leg, the top of the foot. And then on an inhale, bringing the arms up. And as we lift up, we can really feel the strength of our foundation push down into that support. And feel how it's the support that allows the stretch. Breathing deep. Lovely. Inhale, exhale, float down. Inhale, exhale, come back, yield, release down. So it really does become a rest pose, this. And then inhale the left leg up and all the way forward. Right knee comes down. And the first step is to yield. So soften, sink down into that foundation, feeling the four corners of the front foot and feeling the connection from the knee all the way back to the top of the foot on the right leg. When you're ready, inhaling the arms up pushing down into your support, feeling that contact, how we can lift ourselves, hold ourselves when we allow that holding, push into the support beneath us. Lovely, inhale, exhale down, come back into downward dog just for a moment to yield and soften, and then bringing knees down, coming into whatever child's pose feels comfortable and releasing for you in this moment. And once there, releasing any tension, any holding, surrendering yourself to that support. Imagine you're in soft grass or warm sand, and that you're really surrendering to the earth as you breathe deep. Imagine you're breathing with all of life, life on earth. The root is all about coming back down to earth, back to the body, back to simplicity. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, and then we're going to slide forward onto our bellies, and the hands come with palms facing up to the thighs. We come into a half lotus, so with the forehead on the ground and the shoulders relaxed, inhaling the left leg up and stretching from the hip all the way to the toe. Strengthening our roots, releasing blocks, and then release that foot down, inhaling. Just feel the difference between the two, it's amazing. And then inhaling the right leg up, lengthening, stretching. And releasing down, and then inhaling both legs up, really stretching, lengthening, and you may feel some cramping in the feet, which is just the releasing of the energetic channels. And release down. Sinking the hips into the support, inhaling the legs up. And down. Release the hands, and let's come back into a child's pose, this time with the toes curled under. So having a nice little toe stretch there. And if that feels good, you can push yourself up and just sit back on your heels. Stretching out the soles of the feet, opening up those energetic channels. You may feel that one foot carries more tension than the other. So just hold the intention of softening, releasing, letting go of any habitual holding, any habitual fear that you hold in the body. Lovely. And sitting cross legs, we're going to just try chanting Lam, which is the bead mudra, the mantra, the seed mantra for the root. And rather than creating a beautiful noise, which you may do, try chanting so that you can feel the vibration at your root. So you may want to get as deep as you can, and how you work it doesn't have to be how I work it. So it's an exploration rather than a melodic chant. So I'll begin. It's really toning, but take your lead from the teacher within. Like really listen to the body, tune into the body, and see if you can start to feel that vibration of the sound vibrating at your root. So come into a comfortable position. The mantra is Lam, L-A-M. So taking a few deep breaths. And then beginning to tone and then explore. We'll do this for a couple of minutes. Lam, 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 Pause and feel the sensations in the body. And gently make your way down onto your back. Take whatever props you need to be comfortable. Make any adjustments you need so that the body can release. Experience the holding of the support beneath you and release the body into that support. You can imagine you're lying on warm sand or warm green grass. Surrender to that holding. Experience the force of gravity and just surrender to it. Imagine any holding in the body is fear that you don't have to hold on to. You can just release it. The body can be soft and heavy. You don't have to hold yourself up. You don't have to hold yourself together. You can surrender, you can soften, you can release. The earth can hold you. And as you keep surrendering, softening, releasing, you may notice subtle layers of holding. Or you may notice you release and then the body begins to hold itself again. And you just need to remind the body it's okay to soften. It's okay to yield to this support, to be held. And as you breathe, experience the relationship between your body and the earth. Whether the earth is right beneath you or through the foundations of a building. Get in touch with that relationship between your breathing body and the breathing body of the earth. Come back down to earth. Come back to your body. Come back to this space which is your home. This space of the body. And as you lie there, take a moment to appreciate your body, everything that it's allowed in your life, everything it holds, the space of the body which allows you to experience so much, both in the space within you and the space around you. And then take a moment to think of the body of the earth, this physical home where you find yourself, and all the ways in which the earth meets your needs, gives you your food, home, all those resources, the beauty, and consider the miracle that in your body is the key of life, of creation, that goes all the way back through time to the very start of life as we know it on earth. through your body. You have the potential for life creation, which is the key to future life and creation here on earth. Have a sense of yourself as a link in that chain of the created and creative force of life, the creative expression of life. Giving thanks for the body, giving thanks for the earth. And in your day, noticing when you're holding, when you're resisting, releasing into that support of the body, support of the earth. When you're holding fear and separating. Just feel how it is in this moment to have released any holding, to be held, to be in relationship with the body, in relationship with the support beneath you, the earth. And know that this support is with you in every moment. This holding of the body and holding of the earth is with you in every moment. You can just remember to soften, yield. Allow yourself to be held. Bringing some movement into the toes, waking up the feet. And then into the fingers and the hands. When you feel ready, having a lovely stretch all the way through the body. And then bringing one knee into the chest and then the other knee. Gently rocking from side to side. And gently making your way up to a sitting position in whatever way is comfortable. Come back to yourself. Check in with the body. And then bringing the hands into prayer at the heart. We finish with a long Satnam, the deep inhale to chant. Satnam. Bowing the head to the heart, giving thanks for this opportunity to practice together. Satnam. Go well.